college and during house job was because of no exposure to psychiatry as an undergraduate medical student. So I had no idea what psychiatry is. I had never had any interaction with any psychiatric patients till I became a doctor, even till house job. So I think at that time, अब तो बहुत फिर भी there are postings वगैरह regular होती हैं undergraduate level पे, but at that time, that was back in 1996. So we had no sort of exposure to psychiatry at undergraduate level. As far as student was concerned, I was always among the very good students. I was the best graduate of Dow Medical College. I was always the position holder in the 5 professional exams as well. Or I was mostly interested in ICU or emergency medicine. And that was something which I did my house job ke dauran bhi. That was something which I thought I would pursue future for my postgraduate studies. And that was mainly because of the role models which I came across in medicine during my undergraduate training. Some very excellent professors, experience which I had during the rotation in medicine ward actually was something which perhaps motivated me to go towards medicine. So no interaction whatsoever with psychiatry or psychiatrist till the final year. So
yeah. Inspired you to choose psychiatry, or how did you end up getting into psychiatry?
हाँ, तो जिस तरह से मैंने कहा कि initially sort of that was not among the field, and मेरे जो ज़हन में था, I was more interested in emergency medicine to pursue as postgraduate studies. So house job के दौरान I got married, then I shifted to Lahore. My husband is a psychiatrist, so we both moved to UK for postgraduate training. And while I was doing my lab or exams वगैरह वहाँ पे induction के लिए कर रही थी, so I began doing an observership in St. Bernard's Medical College, so to get a reference from there. And I was doing a research observership along with clinical in psychiatry. So during that time, जो एक चीज मुझे लगी, ICU, I mean, I loved emergency medicine. But along those sort of, while I was taking lab and so on, I felt that that is something perhaps which I am enjoying now, or I enjoyed a lot during house job. But is that the field which I would enjoy doing maybe 20 years down the line? So I was not sure of that answer, I would say. I've been very meticulous and I know my personality कि अगर मुझसे काम सही से ना हो तो I feel very uncomfortable, I feel very unhappy. और मुझे ये लगा कि शायद emergency medicine में I would not be able to justice to my profession as well as my personal life. So I thought in the longer run I would be more frustrated if I won't do good in that field. So I was looking at minor fields also, then I explored few. But I think sort of how I ended up in psychiatry was because of the observership. I worked with Professor Tom Barnes, who is very well known in psychiatry field, and I worked with Professor John Robertson. So those two actually, the way they work, the work ethics which I came across, and because I felt this is the field which I would be able to enjoy. So that's how sort of I moved towards psychiatry among all the other subspecialties which I was looking at. So that's how I ended up in psychiatry. And I think the influence of that, my husband was in psychiatry as well. So I think that does play a role because you get more exposure. So that's how I ended up in psychiatry in the first instance. But I never regretted moving into that field, even now.
Right. Thank you, ma'am. So, ma'am, why did you choose child psychiatry in particular? Why not any other subspecialty of psychiatry?
So UK में when I was sort of training, so generally the training structure is that कि आप 6 months different subspecialties में rotate होते हैं. By the time you finish your membership of Royal College, so you would have been exposed at least to adult psychiatry, old age psychiatry, addiction psychiatry, child psychiatry, and sort of various other forensic psychiatry and so on. So it's very well established subspecialties. So you do get exposure to different fields. And while I was doing child psychiatry, I mean, that is which I enjoyed most during those rotations. And I think what I felt was that is something which we fail to neglect, क्योंकि हमें लगता है कि बच्चे तो कुछ इमोशनली बहुत ज़्यादा फील करते ही नहीं हैं, या बच्चों में तो साइकियाट्रिक प्रॉब्लम्स होते ही नहीं हैं. बट व्हाट आई रियलाइज्ड वाज कि कितना ज़्यादा जो है, जो हम एडल्ट में इश्यूज देख रहे होते हैं, जो एडल्ट मेंटल इलनेसेस देख रहे होते हैं, almost half of them, and there is a lot of evidence to suggest that almost half of them, they begin under the age of 14. So if we want to improve the adult mental health or the overall emotional health of a society, the area which I felt we need to focus is more towards the earlier year. That's how sort of, और वैसे भी मेरा peds में sort of I've been interested in peds during house job से पहले, मतलब medical colleges में I like that field. So in psychiatry that was easy towards child psychiatry because I enjoyed it and I felt that is an area where I can make a difference. And I thought that it also sort of goes well with my personality as well, compared to addiction, which I didn't enjoy it at all during my rotations in the part of MRC psych training. So I think that's how I sort of chose child psychiatry. And we always knew that we will be moving back to Pakistan following our post graduation. And I felt Pakistan में इस field का scope भी बहुत ज़्यादा है. And we are a country जहाँ मतलब a very vast majority of our population is young children and adolescent. So I thought that is an area which I would like to pursue further. So that's how I ended up in child psychiatry.
Right, ma'am, as you just said कि हम अक्सर देते हैं कि बच्चों में डेवलप होना स्टार्ट हो जाते हैं मेंटल हेल्थ डिसऑर्डर्स. तो when we are speaking of child psychiatry, do you think that it is more demanding and challenging than adult psychiatry? Because here you also have to satisfy the parents, not only your patient, and sometimes the parents do find it difficult to accept that their child is suffering from some mental health disorder.
जी शिजा, you are completely right. एडल्ट साइकाइट्री की प्रैक्टिस मुझे बहुत इजी लगती है. अभी भी कभी अगर मैं किसी एडल्ट पेशेंट्स को देख रही हूँ, बिकॉज समटाइम्स सम फीमेल्स कम हु वांट्स टू सी अ फीमेल साइकाइट्रिस्ट एंड सो ऑन. So it is much more easier to practice adult, I think, medicine. जिस तरह से peds medicine भी अगर हम देखें तो it's tougher than adult medicine. So similarly, child psychiatry, I think, is extremely challenging. क्योंकि जब भी आप बच्चे को असेस कर रहे होते हैं तो आप सिर्फ एक पेशेंट या एक बच्चे को असेस नहीं कर रहे होते, यू आर असेसिंग द होल फैमिली. उसमें पेरेंट्स की अपनी एंजाइटी, पेरेंट्स की अपनी अंडरस्टैंडिंग, यू हैव टू वर्क विद द पेरेंट्स थ्रू आउट, चाहे हम असेसमेंट कर रहे हों, चाहे हम ट्रीटमेंट की बात कर रहे हों, और किस तरह से पेरेंट्स अंडरस्टैंड कर रहे हैं बच्चे की डिफिकल्टीज को, हाउ विलिंग दे आर टू सीक हेल्प, हाउ विलिंग दे आर willing to work with us. तो स्टिग्मा बहुत ज़्यादा है, उसको भी हमारी सोसाइटी में एड्रेस करना, और डिनायल में पेरेंट्स बहुत ज़्यादा होते हैं. कई दफ़ा बहुत कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स विद इन द फैमिली डायनामिक्स जो हैं वो बहुत इम्पैक्ट कर रहे होते हैं. सो इसलिए इट टेक्स मच मोर लॉन्गर टाइम टू असेस अ चाइल्ड. इट टेक्स मच मोर असेसमेंट बिहाइंड द सीन, जिसमें स्कूल्स के साथ लिएज़ियन हो जाता है, एक्सटेंडेड फैमिली को इन्वॉल्व करना. हमारे यहाँ ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स और फुफ्फो और खाला, दे ऑल्सो प्ले अ मच बिगर रोल in how the child is presenting or how we can help the child. So it is definitely much more demanding and much more challenging than adult psychiatry practice.
Right. Ma'am, as you just said कि आपको बहुत इसमें thorough observership चाहिए होती है to assess a child. So do you think being a psychiatrist or having the basic knowledge of human psychology has helped you evolve as a person, or helped you deal with your day-to-day situation much more maturely or wisely?
Yes, definitely. क्योंकि देखो मेडिसिन इज अ फील्ड जहाँ पे एक तो ये कि इट इज क्वाइट स्ट्रेसफुल एज सच ऑन इट्स ओन. यू आर डीलिंग विद डेथ्स एंड सफरिंग्स ऑल अराउंड, or it does take an emotional toll on our own mental health as well. So understanding of basic psychology, understanding of emotions, how emotions play a role in our day-to-day interaction. So being a psychiatrist help us not only in sort of in our professional life, but also in our interaction with other team members, interprofessionally या interdisciplinary work जो कि medicine की मतलब है रूह रवां जिसको कहा जा सकता है. So it helps you to deal with people all around you, with other teams, seniors and juniors, and at the same time, personal life. Maybe I've learned quite a lot. I mean, all of us are human, all of us make mistakes, but being aware of the psychological perspective do help you to manage perhaps your own stress in a better way, to be more aware of how you are reacting and what factors could be contributing. So reflection पे help बहुत ज़्यादा करते हैं. And being a child psychiatrist, many things which I learned during my training in child psychiatry, and I realized that as a parent, I was doing things which perhaps I should not have been doing. So it helped me as a parent as well. It helped me as looking after my own emotional health as well. So I think it does help you both in your personal as well as professional life to become more mature, to learn from your mistakes more, and to reflect on how things are having an impact on your own well-being.
Right. Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, like now, this is one point which has proved a benefit of being psychiatrist. So then why still psychiatry has a not so good reputation both among the medical community and the general public?
देखो, एक तो ये कि there are quite a few reasons. अगर मैं generally देखूँ ना तो psychiatry, एक तो ये कि psychiatrist हैं ही बहुत कम, and that's not only I'm talking about Pakistan, all around the world अगर आप देखें तो psychiatry field में there are less people, there is lot of room, जगह मतलब है, पोस्ट बहुत खाली हैं, और जितने साइकाइट्रिस्ट की जरूरत है पर पॉपुलेशन वो रेशो इवन डेवलप्ड कंट्रीज में भी बहुत कम है. जहां तक रेपुटेशन की, जिस तरह से मैंने आपको बताया कि व्हेन आई वाज एन अंडर ग्रेजुएट स्टूडेंट्स आई हैड नो एक्सपोजर टू साइकाइट्री, साइकियाट्रिक वार्ड और साइकाइट्रिस्ट और साइकियाट्रिक पेशेंट्स एज सच. तो जब जिस चीज के बारे में आपको पता नहीं होता तो स्टीरियोटाइप करना बहुत इजी होता है. तो स्टिग्मा फर्दर प्रिवेल करता है. सो अभी भी जो अगर आप देखें तो साइकाइट्री क्योंकि एग्जाम सब्जेक्ट नहीं है तो इसकी वजह से मेडिकल स्टूडेंट्स ज़्यादा फोकस अभी भी जो है वो जो एग्जाम सब्जेक्ट्स होते हैं, असेसमेंट ड्राइव्स लर्निंग, तो जिस चीज़ को असेस नहीं किया जाता तो उसमें इंटरेस्ट उस तरह से डेवलप नहीं होता. देन साइकाइट्री वार्ड की पोस्टिंग्स वगैरह अभी भी जो है कुछ स्टूडेंट्स हु डू कम, हु डू join the ward, they do have a good experience. There have been lot of research हमने कई में भी की थी कि those students who have exposure to psychiatry ward, who have seen psychiatric patients, there is change in their attitude towards mental illness, there is change in their attitudes towards psychiatry as a field. So एक तो exposure ना होना at an undergraduate level I think is one of the main sort of barriers जिसकी वजह से psychiatry का stigma further मतलब है prevail कर रहा है. Then for any specialty to advance, I think there is extremely important need to have good role models in that specialty. तो जब exposure नहीं होता तो quite often जो है वो students का या residents का जो है अच्छे role models से अगर exposure हो, so that does influence how you choose a career in your or the future specialty. So I think there are some very good role models, but less interaction between students and faculty also plays a part. इसके अलावा ओवरऑल अगर आप सोसाइटी में भी देखें तो जिस तरह से मीडिया में साइकियाट्रिक इलनेसेस को पोर्ट्रे किया जाता है, जिस तरह से न्यूज़पेपर्स में साइकियाट्रिक इलनेसेस को स्टिग्मेटाइज किया जाता है, या अक्सर आप देखें कि बहुत से ऐसे पेशेंट्स अभी रिसेंटली ही न्यूज़ वगैरह में there was a patient who was manic और उसकी वीडियो जो है that was being circulated and people were laughing about it, a patient who was manic. So इस तरह का जब जो है insensitive reporting, making fun of people who are struggling or who are suffering from serious mental illnesses, तो ये चीजें भी how the public sees a specialty, how a public sees a mentally ill person, तो इन चीजों को एक नेगेटिव स्टीरियोटाइप को एग्रीवेट करने में रोल प्ले करती हैं. सो आई थिंक देयर इज नॉट वन फैक्टर बट लॉट्स ऑफ फैक्टर्स व्हिच कंट्रीब्यूट टुवर्ड्स व्हाई साइकियाट्री इज स्टिल अ फील्ड जिसको. और दूसरा ये कि आई थिंक एक और चीज व्हिच आई कम अक्रॉस कि साइकियाट्री का स्टिग्मा इवन अमंग द मेडिकल प्रोफेशनल्स भी बहुत ज्यादा है. So it's not only general public who feel कि जी psychiatry is not a medical field perhaps, या उसका उस तरह से evidence base नहीं है. So that stigma is also prevalent among the medical community, and quite often within the medical professional you come across other specialists who do not consider psychiatry as important. But I think it's extremely important for us to realize that whether you are a surgeon, whether you are an internal physician, whether you are a gynecologist or pediatrician, having basic know-how of psychiatry helps you to become a good doctor. Doesn't matter whichever specialty you goes to or you decide to practice.
Right. Ma'am, we all have heard that being a psychiatrist in Pakistan is much more challenging than being a psychiatrist in USA or UK. So have you ever regretted your decision of coming back to Pakistan, or in retrospect, if you get a chance?
No, not really. I think uske kai reasons hain. When I was practicing in UK, to be honest, it wasn't a very, from monetary point of view, yes, you can sort of definitely, there is no comparison between even as a resident, what you get paid in UK compared to the residents, what they get paid in Pakistan. So from financial point of view, या अगर मैं overall quality of life की बात करूं, like once you are finished, अगर आपकी 9 to 5 first करें job है, and if you are not on call, so at 5 that means that you are not going to be sort of briefed, or you're not going to be on call for the whole, जबकि पाकिस्तान में इस तरह का कोई concept नहीं है. Once even as a consultant आप कर रहे हैं तो आपको you have to do clinic in order to be able to support yourself. तो थोड़ा सा वो चीजें पाकिस्तान में बहुत challenging हैं. लेकिन अगर मैं work satisfaction की बात करूं, so believe me, working in Pakistan is much more satisfying as a professional. The reason being, जितना आपका exposure patients के साथ यहाँ होता है, जितनी respect as a professional आपको पाकिस्तान में मिलती है, and if you are good in your field, you can make so much of a difference, and you can feel that you are making a difference. In comparison to practicing in UK, जो मेरे मतलब है feeling थी कि sometimes इतना ज़्यादा पेपर वर्क और इतना ज़्यादा डिफेंसिव प्रैक्टिस थी कि लाइक अगर मैं 9 to 5 जॉब कर रही थी तो मेरा टाइम पेशेंट्स के साथ शायद कम लग रहा था, ज़्यादा टाइम मेरा फ़ोन कॉल में विद सोशल सर्विसेज, विद अदर, या ईमेल्स करने में, या पेपर्स फाइल करने में. सो it has a slightly different sort of focus compared to sort of the time which you were spending with the patient and with families, which I personally sort of more of a hands-on person या more clinically oriented मेरी nature है, तो मुझे वो part जो है ना बड़ा difficult लगता था. फिर आप दिन में अगर फर्ज करें न्यू पेशेंट्स के साथ अपॉइंटमेंट्स होती थी, आई एम गिविंग यू एन एग्जांपल ऑन ओपीडी, अगर मॉर्निंग में ओपीडी है 9 to 1 तक, तो अगर 6 पेशेंट्स की अपॉइंटमेंट होती थी तो उसमें से 1-2 ड्रॉप आउट हो जाते थे, और मल्टीपल अदर चीजें. तो समटाइम्स यू वुड फील फ्रस्ट्रेटेड, sometimes you would feel there were so many things which you can't do much about, क्योंकि system उन चीजों को जिस तरह से influence कर रहा था. So in comparison, yeah, waiting time, if I would use to refer a patient to a psychologist, so there will be like 3-4 months at least minimum waiting time. जबकि मैं कई में काम कर रही होती हूँ तो एक रूम में if I'm seeing a patient, in the next room I've got psychologist with me in the OPD, so the patient can be seen at the same time. And I feel it's much more satisfying as a professional working in Pakistan. Challenges बहुत हैं, there is no doubt about it. Systems उस तरह से strengthen नहीं हैं. You don't know from one day to the next day कि policies change हो जाती हैं. हर चीज के लिए आपको I think struggle जो है वो double या triple करनी पड़ती है, which does cause frustration. लेकिन overall as a professional, I never sort of regretted coming to Pakistan, and if I would have a chance, I would make the same decision again, despite all the challenges, despite all the difficulties which you face. But still, I won't say that I would enjoy working there compared to working here. There's no comparison, definitely.
Right, ma'am, you just said that you're more of a clinical person. So it's that sometimes people, while choosing psychiatry, have this apprehension that they might lose their clinical skills as while working as a psychiatrist. So how was your experience with this?
I think sort of you are right in some aspect, क्योंकि बहुत सी चीजें जो हम बायोमेडिकल प्रैक्टिस की जिस तरह बात करते हैं या क्लिनिकल एग्जामिनेशंस वगैरह की या इन्वेस्टिगेशंस जो बहुत sort of glamorous sort of investigations वगैरह जो कुछ मेडिकल फील्ड्स में आपको नजर आती हैं, so psychiatry is different from that, but it has also got a different sort of clinical expertise, different set of skills which you need to employ, which you need to learn over time. So it's slightly different from other fields, but doesn't mean कि उसमें clinical acumen आपका नहीं होता. I think it's more of like some people go in academics या बिल्कुल basic sciences में जाते हैं. I was mainly talking on that कि जहाँ आपकी बिल्कुल patient से interaction नहीं होती, like radiology या pathology वगैरह in particular या basic sciences. So from that, and that is why even sort of like I just finished my PhD, but I cannot think of going into research or academics full time, because I want to have a balance between research-oriented work as well as my clinical practice. So I think it's a different set of clinical skills which you need, different way of thinking, different way of pursuing when you are assessing a patient for psychiatric illness. So difference जरूर है, but it's not कि उसमें आपका clinical expertise जो है वो खत्म हो जाती है. कुछ चीजें शुरू में I definitely used to miss, वो जो physical examination वाला part था या वो चीज, but I think sort of as you develop skills in some other areas, so I think that I don't miss that anymore. But yes, if you are that sort of person कि आपकी nature उस तरह की, like you are very hands-on type of person and you are very enthusiastic regarding the investigations and exactly sort of the objective type of investigations per se, so then perhaps psychiatry might not be a good fit for that person.
Right. Ma'am, were there any expectations you had from psychiatry that you have found to be different from reality in both good or bad ways?
Sorry, I didn't got the first part of the question. Can you please repeat?
While choosing psychiatry, did you have any expectations from this field which you have to be different in reality?
Not really. I think sort of जो मेरे ज़हन में when I came in psychiatry, एक तो ये था कि I was always interested in sort of like humanistic practice या humane nature of practice of medicine. And I think in psychiatry you get a lot of opportunity because you're not just looking at symptoms, you are trying to find meaning behind the symptom. And during that process, you make a bigger connection with the patients and with the families which you are seeing compared to other fields like surgery में patient आता है, admit होता है, and then उसके बाद आपकी patient से interaction ज़रा कम ही होती है या उस तरह से. So that's something which I enjoyed and which is real. Then the other thing which helped me to choose psychiatry was the work-life balance, and I think that it worked very well for me. I was able to pursue my medical education sort of degree along with as a clinical psychiatry के साथ, which would not have been possible अगर मैं शायद किसी और field में होती या मुश्किल होता मेरे लिए. मुझे academic का शौक है या research वगैरह का मेरा interest है, so I was able to pursue PhD along with while working as a faculty member in KE. So जो मेरे ज़हन में चीजें थी when I chose psychiatry, I didn't come across anything which would have led to second thoughts about it, yeah, would have led to regret that decision. Not really.
Right. Ma'am, being a child psychiatrist, do you think that all mothers-to-be should have some basic knowledge of child psychiatry or child psychological health, or they should seek psychiatric help while being a new mother?
I think sort of there are two different perspectives. Psychiatric help, so definitely not. Because everyone, all of us go through difficult times, all of us know about some things, all of us have some limitations in our knowledge in some aspects. Doesn't mean that we need to sort of go into that field per se in order to learn that. Lekin ek cheez which I do sort of feel when I came in child psychiatry and I realized being a parent myself कि बहुत सी basic चीजें जो हैं वो एज अ पेरेंट हमें नहीं पता होती. सो फॉर पर्टिकुलरली मदर्स, और क्योंकि हमारे सेटअप में इन पर्टिकुलर बच्चों की परवरिश ज़्यादा जो है वो मदर्स का ही रोल आ जाता है. दैट इज हाउ आवर सोसाइटी वर्क्स मोस्टली. So I think having basic some know-how of positive aspect of parenting does help the mothers in particular, but doesn't mean कि कोई psychiatric issue है. तो एक जो generally well-being का concept होता है, your own emotional well-being. So I think not being just mothers, every man and women, we should have life skills sort of workshops from our school. We should have life skills workshops in colleges and universities. It's not only related to whether you want to become a doctor, engineer and so on. कुछ practical जो हमें emotional health पे focus होना चाहिए for every person, whether it's a male or female. That does help a person to become a successful human being in practical life. So unfortunately हमारे academics में अगर आप देखो तो even college universities में emotional intelligence पे, social intelligence पे इनका कोई concept नहीं है. And these are basically ingrained in human psychology, how we work, how we relate to others, and extremely important in success as practical life. So I would say this is something which needs to be part of curriculum of all our educational institution, or along the way further sort of specific groups को further जो है like antenatal, अगर हम फर्स्ट करें गायनी की बात कर रहे हैं and so on. So while the mothers are coming for antenatal care, although very small proportion of the mothers do come for antenatal care in Pakistan, but those are the opportunities which can be used to promote children well-being, to promote mothers well-being. इसी तरह से वैक्सीनेशन सेंटर जो पीड्स में प्रैक्टिस हो रही होती है. सो इनफॉर्मल वेज में जो है वो बेसिक चीजें जो हैं विच आर हेल्पफुल फॉर द होल फैमिली टू ग्रो टुगेदर इन अ पॉजिटिव वे कैन बी पार्ट ऑफ दैट सॉर्ट ऑफ होल कल्चर, रादर देन सेइंग कि जी स्पेसिफिक साइकियाट्रिक हेल्प की जरूरत है. आई डोंट थिंक दैट विल गो डाउन वेल. लेकिन प्रिवेंटिव एस्पेक्ट जो है वो डिफरेंट ऑलरेडी जो प्रोग्राम्स रन हो रहे हैं पब्लिक हेल्थ अप्रोच को फोकस करते हुए, दैट कैन हेल्प एवरी इंडिविजुअल इन आवर सोसाइटी.
Right. Ma'am, being a female psychiatrist, do you think that females have to face more challenges, or have you ever personally faced any form of gender bias?
I think unfortunately yes, I would have to say. और उसमें not necessarily all the time, but I do feel that being a female physician, whether you are in psychiatry or in other field, you do feel that people relate to you differently. Yeah, you have to perhaps perform much harder in order to get the same respect from your peers, in order to get the same sort of acknowledgement than perhaps the males do. So this is something not intentionally maybe, but I do feel that there have been some instances where I felt that being a female puts you slightly in a different sort of थोड़ा सा interaction लोगों की या how they relate to you slightly is different compared to if the same thing has been proposed by a colleague of yours who is of opposite gender. So ये है, this is a reality and I think it is important कि ये चीज जो है वो जितनी ज़्यादा discuss हो, जितनी ज़्यादा awareness हो, and I think ये चीज medical students भी, I come across many medical students who face bias when just because of their gender when they are in medical college, and I think that persists when you become a resident, and that do persist even when you are in leadership position. And if you see around, you come across very few females who are in leadership positions even in medical institutions.
Right. Ma'am, we have a question from a participant that what is the scope of child psychiatry in Pakistan? Do parents seek psychiatric help for their kids?
बिल्कुल, over the time awareness बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ रही है. Compared to when I started practicing Pakistan or compared to when I see now, यंग लोगों में बहुत ज्यादा अवेयरनेस बढ़ रही है, पेरेंट्स भी स्टिल, मतलब स्टिग्मा देखें यूके में भी, व्हेन आई वाज प्रैक्टिसिंग, स्टिग्मा वहां पे भी साइकाइट्री का बहुत ज्यादा है, ऐसा नहीं है कि वहां नहीं है। हाँ, हमारी सोसाइटी में क्योंकि वो साय का और पोजीशन और देयर आर सो मेनी अदर थिंग्स अराउंड, इस वजह से वी कम अक्रॉस दैट स्टिग्मा मोर। लेकिन पेरेंट्स डू सीक हेल्प एंड देयर इज इंक्रीज इन द नंबर ऑफ पेरेंट्स हु रियलाइज के बच्चों की इमोशनल हेल्थ जो है वो इज एज इम्पोर्टेंट एज देयर फिजिकल हेल्थ। तो ग्रेजुअली अवेयरनेस बढ़ रही है, पेरेंट्स डू ब्रिंग देयर चिल्ड्रन फॉर सेशंस। ज्यादा जो मैं देख रही हूँ इन आवर सोसाइटी, यंग पीपल देमसेल्फ अप्रोच that they are feeling anxious, that they are feeling upset, or sometimes parents are reluctant to seek help for their children. लेकिन children feel, या adolescents in particular do approach and they feel that they need some help. So gradually, yes, awareness is increasing, but you come across many parents who are in complete denial, और जिनके साथ काम करना बहुत challenging हो जाता है in order to make them realize that their child is struggling. But awareness definitely not only at school level, school teachers के level, at the parents level, at the level of pediatricians, बहुत बढ़ रही है, और इसकी वजह से referrals भी बढ़ रहे हैं. So I think scope की जो बात की, there is huge scope of child psychiatry and all the other subspecialties of psychiatry all around the world, and particularly so in Pakistan. पाकिस्तान में अभी ये तमाम फील्ड्स बिल्कुल इनिशियल लेवल पे हैं. लाइक इन द होल ऑफ पाकिस्तान देयर आर a handful of people who are child psychiatrists, less than 10. So you can imagine, और need आप देख लें. So gradually things are growing, और क्योंकि सब स्पेशलिटीज की ट्रेनिंग पाकिस्तान में अभी नहीं शुरू हुई है, चाइल्ड साइकाइट्री इज द फर्स्ट वन जिसकी ट्रेनिंग अब स्टार्ट हुई है. सो वी आर होपिंग कि जिस तरह से फर्दर सब स्पेशलिटीज का एक्सपोजर भी होगा और ट्रेनिंग होगी, so we will be seeing more and more people coming in subspecialties in Pakistan as well. So scope is huge. Even female psychiatrists, there are very few. और जिस तरह से फीमेल सर्जन्स बहुत कम हैं, और अक्सर women's feel comfortable going to a female surgeon. So female psychiatrists भी there are very few. So there's a huge scope of psychiatry in Pakistan and all around the world as well.
Right, ma'am. आपने सब specialties की बात की है, तो we know that psychiatry and neurosciences are rapidly evolving all around the world. So are there relatively under-discovered subspecialties of psychiatry which you think that interested minds should peek into?
तो बिल्कुल जो है ना इवॉल्विंग फील्ड है, और ऑल्दो बहुत सी फील्ड सब जो है वेल स्टैब्लिश्ड डेवलप्ड वर्ल्ड में हो चुकी हैं, बट अब तो फर्दर जो है सब स्पेशलिटी या इवन डिजीजेस से रिलेटेड भी जो है फर्दर कोर्सेज वगैरह आ रहे हैं कि एक इलनेस पे इतनी ज्यादा चीजें इवॉल्व हो रही हैं. सो क्वाइट अ फ्यू फील्ड्स हैपनिंग जो आगे स्पेसिफिकली अभी अनएक्सप्लोर्ड एरियाज हैं जिन पे काम हो रहा है, इन पर्टिकुलर आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस एंड इट्स रोल इन साइकाइट्री. आई थिंक दैट्स द रियली इमर्जिंग फील्ड. और similarly genetics, or how sort of which medicine might be suitable for depression in one person might not be helpful for other. So the genes and its linked to psychopharmacology are some of the emerging fields जिन पे बहुत काम हो रहा है. I think these will be fields which will be sort of growing further in the future.
Right, ma'am. We have one more question from the participant side, that are the residency seats easily available in UK for psychiatry, and how's competition in psychiatry there?
Fields जो है, it's one of the very competitive fields and varies depending on time frame. अगर मैं कहूँ, पहले जब जो है when I was in UK, उस वक्त मतलब it was not easy to get into the psychiatry training, or especially I trained in London St Mary's Hospital वगैरह में. So these were very sought after residency sort of slots वगैरह. तो वहाँ पे लंदन के जितने पास उतना थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा मुश्किल है to get into training schemes. लेकिन over the time specialities की बढ़ी भी है, और अब थोड़ा सा Brexit वगैरह के बाद जो है, I think it will have a positive effect on applicants who will be going from Pakistan compared to past. क्योंकि पहले यूरोप के जो रेजिडेंट्स वगैरह थे या यूरोप के ट्रेनीज जो आते थे उनको ज़्यादा प्रेफरेंस दी जाती थी. So in comparison, now the trainees who will be going from Pakistan या Southeast Asia, they would have better chance of getting the slots. तो रेजिडेंसी की सीट्स बिल्कुल जो है वो अवेलेबल हैं और उसमें बहुत सी अपॉर्चुनिटीज भी हैं। आप ऑब्जर्वरशिप अगर कर लें जाके, और आपका सीवी अगर शुरू से, इफ यू आर इंटरेस्टेड इन साइकियाट्री, इफ यू डेवलप योर सीवी, गेट गाइडेंस हाउ टू डेवलप योर सीवी, दैट सो सभी ने प्लान किया होता है, सभी ने जो है एमबीबीएस वगैरह तो, और साथ में बट एडिशनल थिंग्स विच हेल्प्स यू टू एंटर, क्योंकि इट्स हाईली कॉम्पिटिटिव स्पेशलिटी इन द वेस्ट। तो इसलिए उसमें थोड़ा सा you need to put an extra effort. We had many house officers who worked with us who are currently who have finished their training in UK as psychiatrists, or who are currently doing residency in psychiatry in UK. But most of them were those who were interested in psychiatry from the beginning, and while during their undergraduate studies they did few like posters, few research publications, few conferences or workshops related to psychiatry. So I think those added things helps them to get entered into good psychiatric training schemes.
Right, ma'am, you talked about developing a good CV for psychiatry. So what advice would you like to an undergraduate student who is aspiring to become a psychiatrist in future?
I think what helps a lot के किसी भी specialty, not only related to psychiatry की मैं बात करूँ, but particularly in relation to psychiatry कर लेते हैं, and that's true for all the other किसी भी field में अगर आप aspire करते हो, what you need to know कि छोटी छोटी चीजें along the way which are doable with very tough curriculum of medicine which we have, और बहुत academic oriented, बट बीच में कोई कॉन्फ्रेंसेस हो रही हैं, कोई वर्कशॉप्स हो रही हैं रिलेटेड टू योर इंटेंडेड स्पेशलिटी, so do take opportunity to attend those. So having those, attending those would show a person who is at the interview board that you have, that is something which you are interested in and you tried to explore that field. Then contacting a mentor or having a mentor who can guide you, maybe doing some writing, doing some audit project, doing some simple sort of research projects along the way, posters वगैरह की presentations अगर हो जाएं, so that is an added advantage. So doing few small things, और बीच में अगर जिस तरह से patients वगैरह के साथ कोई interaction वगैरह की opportunity या internship का अगर कोई option, I know it's very difficult, लेकिन साथ में कोई भी छोटा सा research paper, कोई भी conferences या workshops attend करना, that's not hard, and they do make a lot of difference. I still remember when I was applying, तो उस वक्त मैंने audit कोई नहीं किया हुआ था, and like for applying in UK, audit is a must because every undergraduate student would have done some audit. So I had no idea what it was, and then I got in touch with my mentor, and then he guided me how to do it and so on. So what I was told कि जब आप apply करो तो आपकी जो different sections हैं उसमें there should not be a single section जिसमें कुछ भी ना add हो. तो चाहे वो ऑडिट है, चाहे वो कोई कॉन्फ्रेंस अटेंडिंग या पोस्टर प्रेजेंटेशन है एंड सो ऑन, तो यू शुड हैव स्मॉल थिंग्स अलोंग द वे जो कि आप जब अप्लाई करें, सो दैट डू शो दैट यू आर जेन्युइनली इंटरेस्टेड इन दैट फील्ड. तो वो आपका सीवी, अगर उसमें कोई चीज कुछ है, कोई कुछ है और कोई डायरेक्शन नजर नहीं आ रही, so on a piece of paper, if a person who doesn't know you would see that you have no clear idea what you want to do in life, so then your chances of getting selected in residency would be lesser compared to someone jiska CV shuru se jo hai is directed towards that.
Right, ma'am, do you think there are some good qualities that define a psychiatrist, or they are must for being a psychiatrist?
I think जो बहुत important है, being a good listener or having good communication skills अगर हो, that is something which can be learned as well. लेकिन if you have a personality that sort of you have warmth, people sort of feel good or feel comfortable in communicating to you. So that sort of personality and having patience as well. So these are some things which do help you to become a good psychiatrist. Some of these things can be learned, but if they are nature of your personality, then you are likely to go much ahead in your field.
Right. Ma'am, a person who has himself or herself faced some mental health issue, is it good for him or her to be a psychiatrist? Will it help him or her in some way, or it can create problems?
तो इसका कोई यस या नो में जवाब नहीं है. सम पीपल, जिस तरह से हम कहते हैं ना कि मेडिसिन की फील्ड के लिए नॉट एवरी पर्सन कैन बिकम अ गुड डॉक्टर. तो मेडिकल कॉलेज में आने का मतलब ये नहीं होता कि दे आर फिट फॉर मेडिसिन. So similarly, not necessarily any person who has struggled with mental health issues would be a good psychiatrist or would be a bad psychiatrist. So it depends on so many other factors in a person's personality, how a person cope with stress. Because psychiatry is one of the very challenging field, and you do come across patients, you do come across incidents जो कि आपकी अपनी mental health के लिए बहुत detrimental हो सकते हैं. So part of the training when you are becoming a psychiatrist is to learn your own limitations, is to understand your own sort of emotional well-being और किस तरह से आपने इन चीजों का ख्याल रखना है. क्योंकि डे इन एंड डे आउट जब आप इस तरह की स्टोरीज सुन रहे होते हैं which are very traumatic, it is sort of you are human being as well, and it does take an emotional toll on you yourself as well. So if someone already has mental health issue, they are likely to understand, yes, what the other person may be going through, how difficult it may be, and they might will be able to relate better. But sometimes having mental health issues, and if you are not able to cope well, and being in that field, listening to other people's, it can have a negative or adverse effect on a person's well-being as well. So it all depends on just having mental health history is not enough for someone to become a good and bad psychiatrist, but how you relate and how you learn to distance yourself, but be empathic, but at the same time making sure कि जो आपकी it does not affect you in a way कि आप अपना काम ना कर सकें या you are not in a position to help others. So that is a balance which you need to keep, and it's very tricky, and that is why psychiatrists also go through difficult times. और बैलेंट ग्रुप का ICD होता है कि sometimes जो आप खुद difficult experiences face करते हैं in your field, you can share it in a non-judgmental way, you can reflect on your experiences, and you can learn from each interaction with colleagues and with patients.
Right. Speaking of the psychiatrist's own mental health, students aspiring to become psychiatrists usually find it very difficult to convince their parents that they want to pursue psychiatry because of the same reason that they think that हमारा बच्चा पागल हो जाएगा. So what do you think, how should we convince our parents if we are sure that we want to become a psychiatrist?
I think बड़ा मुश्किल है. I still sort of remember when I chose to go into psychiatry. तो my father is a medical journalist, तो काफी जो उनके जानने वाले थे डॉक्टर्स वगैरह और प्रोफेसर, उन्होंने कहा your daughter is the best graduate of Dow, why she is going in psychiatry, so why sort of any other field she's going, मतलब she's so talented, so why. So that was something where abhi bhi jo hai na, sometimes I come across even from my own class fellows, it's been 25, we had our silver jubilee this year. So still sort of you come across that sort of why you went into psychiatry, why not any other field. But I think if you are successful in your field, so if you are comfortable, if you are happy in that, so you yourself are an example of how successful you are. So I think that makes a difference. Lekin I totally agree. I come across many medical students who कहते हैं कि they are interested in psychiatry, लेकिन parents नहीं मानते, and cardiac surgery और जो बहुत glamorous fields हैं, generally the students prefer to go into those के पैसे भी ज़्यादा हैं, lifestyle भी ज़्यादा है, so people are reluctant. और कई दफ़ा जिस तरह से लोग, जैसे आपने कहा कि अक्सर psychiatrists खुद आधे पागल होते हैं, so that's a common sort of myth which you come across. But believe me, sort of I think again exposure to psychiatry, convincing the parents. I think पहली चीज़ ये कि I think medical student needs to know whether that is something which they feel interested in. और एक interested होना अलग चीज़ होती है. But I think anyone who is interested in psychiatry should do some time in psychiatry ward, trying to understand, trying to talk to the residents who are already in psychiatry, try to talk to people to be sure that this is something which they want to do. So once they themselves are convinced and that is a field they choose, then sort of I think parents do agree to it. There would be reservations होती हैं, not every parents would be happy, not everyone's friends would be happy. But I think at the end, is this something which, I mean, you're going to choose your career for your whole life. So I think that's most important thing, whether you will continue to enjoy doing that. और it is stressful, no doubt about it, लेकिन मेडिसिन है ही स्ट्रेस का नाम, इसमें कोई शक नहीं है. किसी भी स्पेशलिटी में जाओ, पढ़ाई कभी खत्म नहीं होती, नेवर एंडिंग स्टडीज. So कन्विंस करना मुश्किल होता है, but I think sort of once you are sure, then getting the parents perhaps to meet few of your mentors, few people who they can meet, they can understand what it is about. समटाइम्स पेरेंट्स की अपनी एंजाइटीज बहुत ज्यादा होती हैं, तो जब उन्हें उस फील्ड के बारे में पता चलता है, व्हेन दे गेट टू नो द पीपल हु आर ऑलरेडी वर्किंग इन दैट फील्ड, सो आई थिंक दैट डू टेंड टू चेंज देयर एटीट्यूड एज वेल एंड मेक थिंग्स इजियर.
Right.
But not an easy job, definitely.
But this is a very good point that we should let our parents meet our mentors, so उससे उनको बहुत
हौसला भी मिल जाता है, और वाकई ये फील्ड है, और वाकई इसमें लोग सक्सेसफुल होते हैं, वाकई इसमें पैसे भी मिल जाते हैं, और ये मेडिसिन ही है. सो आई थिंक दैट डज. और दूसरा एक और चीज भी, आई थिंक सॉर्ट ऑफ इफ समवन, साइकियाट्रिक इलनेसेस आर गेटिंग सो एक्चुअली कॉमन दैट तकरीबन हर घर में अगर आप देखें ना, अराउंड यू, योर फ्रेंड्स, फैमिलीज एंड सो ऑन, सो समवन माइट विल बी स्ट्रगलिंग विद मेंटल हेल्थ इश्यूज. And I have seen कि जिन लोगों का personal experience होता है with psychiatrist or with psychologist, so again exposure, interaction, seeing कि किस हद तक this field जब ये किसी को psychiatric illness होती है कितनी disabling हो सकती है, and how treatment help that person and the family to move forward. All these things do sort of have a positive effect of psychiatry as a field as well. और अभी पेंडेमिक में तो अगर आप देखें तो आई थिंक इट हैज ब्रॉट टू लाइमलाइट द फील्ड ऑफ साइकाइट्री एंड मेंटल हेल्थ, क्योंकि लास्ट 1-1.5 साल में जितना मेंटल हेल्थ पे आई थिंक फोकस हुआ है ऑल अराउंड द वर्ल्ड, एंड पीपल हैव रियलाइज्ड that how important the emotional health is. So I think that has sort of brought psychiatry and mental health into limelight. Pandemic, definitely.
Yes, ma'am, you're absolutely right. We have 3 more minutes, so if any participant wants to ask any question directly, you can raise your hand.
Hello, Assalamu alaikum, ma'am. I myself had a question.
Ji.
Ma'am, psychiatry juvenile field here in Pakistan, although it's juvenile around the whole world, but it's not juvenile in Pakistan. Do you see the technological advancements in research methodology that is used in US and UK coming to Pakistan in next, say, coming 3, 4, 5 years? Like an example I can give is of functional magnetic resonance imaging, fMRI, that is used a lot in for research purposes. So does that kind of research methodology seem to be coming here in Pakistan in the coming years?
To be honest, I don't think in next 5 years में I would looking at that कि शायद ये पॉसिबल नहीं हो, क्योंकि इवन वेस्ट में भी जहाँ पे कैपेसिटी में ही यूज हो रही है, उसकी क्लिनिकल यूटिलिटी या क्लिनिकल इफेक्टिवनेस उस तरह से नहीं है. सो वी नीड टू बी वेरी रियलिस्टिक. जो बहुत से रिसोर्सेज वेस्ट में अवेलेबल हैं, जितनी इन्वेस्टमेंट वगैरह हो रही है, अगर हम पाकिस्तान में देखें तो अभी तो जो है वो बेसिक जेनेटिक टेस्टिंग वगैरह ही जो है वो अवेलेबल टू बी ऑनेस्ट नहीं है. और बहुत सी बेसिक इवन कुछ मेडिसिन वगैरह भी अगर आप देखें तो जो वेस्ट में अवेलेबल हैं, इन पाकिस्तान वी डू नॉट हैव ऑल दोज डिफरेंट साइकोफार्माकोलॉजिकल एजेंट्स अवेलेबल. सो वी आर वे फार बिहाइंड. तो कुछ चीज़ों में वी आर सॉर्ट ऑफ इवन बेटर देन मैनी अदर वेस्टर्न कंट्रीज. बहुत सी चीज़ों पे जो काम हो रहा है that is at par with what's being done at international level. बहुत सी स्टडीज जो हो रही हैं दे आर ऑफ सच गुड स्टैंडर्ड, और अभी पाकिस्तान में ही लाइक साइकियाट्रिक मॉर्बिडिटी का फुल सर्वे पहली दफा पाकिस्तान में हो रहा है, विच विल गिव अस एग्जैक्ट आइडिया ऑफ व्हाट्स द प्रेवलेंस ऑफ डिफरेंट साइकियाट्रिक इलनेसेस। तो चीज़ों में तो बहुत बेहतरी आ रही है, लेकिन ये सोचना कि शायद फ्रंटल एमआरआई और इस तरह की चीज़ें, फंक्शनल एमआरआई और बाकी स्पेक्ट वगैरह जो इस तरह की चीज़ें, आई डाउट कि वो बहुत नियर फ्यूचर में अवेलेबल होंगी, और उनकी कॉस्ट वगैरह भी बहुत ज़्यादा है कि कुछ और चीज़ें जो कि पाकिस्तान में आई भी उनकी कॉस्ट इतनी ज़्यादा थी कि दे वर नॉट अफोर्डेबल टू मेजॉरिटी, और उसकी वजह से फिर पीपल आर रिलक्टेंट टू इन्वेस्ट सो मच इन दीज थिंग्स। और ब्रेन ड्रेन इसीलिए फिर हो जाता है कि बहुत से, क्योंकि सिर्फ ये चीज़ें होना ज़रूरी नहीं है, ये चीज़ें अगर आप इन पे इन्वेस्ट करते भी हैं, यू नीड ट्रेन्ड वर्कफोर्स इन ऑर्डर टू वर्क ऑन दोज। तो मेजॉरिटी इन चीज़ों की जब ट्रेनिंग पाकिस्तान में अवेलेबल नहीं है, and I know many of my colleagues who returned to Pakistan with us, they got so frustrated after some time that they went back to US or UK. So it needs a whole system to be in place for all these technological advances to come, not just machines, not just investment, but the trained work professionals who are willing to stay and who are willing to sort of take it from step by step, which we know is not easy in Pakistan. So I doubt that कि बहुत near future में ये चीजें होंगी, but hopefully things are moving in the right direction. Maybe not in the near future, but in the distant future, things are getting there.
Okay, sir. I had another question. Ma'am, sometimes there are interventions of psychiatry into medicine or surgery, like the most recent case that you also mentioned just now. The most recent, a large-scale example is the COVID pandemic, and a lot of research data provides us the information that COVID had its toll on mental health of people. So during that intervention, does it help to have the knowledge of others, those concerned specialties as well? या फिर अगर हम एक बंदा साइकाइट्री को पकड़ लिया एक बंदे ने, तो हमेशा साइकाइट्री में ही घुसा रहे, तो या इस फील्ड के अलावा भी थोड़ी बहुत दूसरी फील्ड्स के बारे में जानने की जरूरत होती है?
बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरत होती है, और लेजियन साइकाइट्री इज द सब स्पेशलिटी ऑफ साइकाइट्री, जो स्पेसिफिकली इसी तरह से इंटरफेस बिटवीन डिफरेंट स्पेशलिटीज और साइकाइट्री को लिंक करती है. सो इफ आई एम अ साइकाइट्रिस्ट and suppose if I'm working with cancer patients, so I need to know the basic of cancers while I'm doing psychological intervention, तो तभी मैं proper counsel कर सकूंगी या बहुत से emotional aspects को address कर सकूंगी. Similarly, chronic illnesses हैं like diabetes है and so on. So I don't need to be an expert of diabetes, but I need to know at least the basic of diabetes in order to intervene in a way which can be helpful to ensure patients compliance या उसको जो lifestyle changes करने की ज़रूरत है. So it's not, and that's the same जो मैंने शुरू में बात की थी कि it doesn't matter whether you are going to go into psychiatry as a medical student. Having basic knowledge of psychology and psychiatry helps you to become a better surgeon, helps you to become a better physician. क्योंकि हर illness का, when we are dealing with human beings, so you are not dealing with signs and symptoms, you are not dealing with x-rays and MRIs, you are dealing with a human being who is who has emotions, who has feelings, who is surrounded by the family who are concerned about him. So knowledge of psychology and psychological impact, that is important as a physician, doesn't matter whichever fields you belong to. And similarly, basic know-how of other specialties is as important for a psychiatrist in order to work, especially अगर काम लेजियन हो रहा हो. और इसीलिए interdisciplinary approach बहुत help करती है. आपने अभी COVID pandemic की बात की, तो Mayo, all know कि Mayo has been the main center for COVID in patients. And believe me, in the last 1 year, the interaction which we had with our medical colleagues, the interaction which we had with our anesthesia colleagues and surgery colleagues and emergency physicians, we never had that sort of interaction before. And that was only because of joint working together that we realized that in order to help the patients and families, we need to work together. सिर्फ physical aspect नहीं, emotional aspect. Healthcare professionals के लिए emotionally tools का बहुत ज़्यादा था. We learned so much in the initial phase. जब शुरू हुआ था तो we interviewed patients via WhatsApp जो COVID में isolation wards में Mayo में दाखिल थे. The stigma which they were facing, the stories which they told us, it was an eye-opener for us as well. That while they were isolated, apart from physical issues, what they were going through. So it's a mutual learning experience, and learning never stops in medicine. So I think it's equally important for psychiatrists to be aware of other medical professionals, other medical professional jobs in order to do their job better.
So, ma'am, this was on the surface knowledge or theoretical knowledge that we were talking about other specialties. What about the hands-on techniques that we learned during our ward rounds or during our house job? How much of that needs to be?
हाँ, कुछ चीजें बिल्कुल हेल्प करती हैं और इसीलिए जिस तरह से बेसिक लाइफ सपोर्ट वगैरह के कोर्सेज हैं, दे आर इम्पोर्टेंट फॉर साइकाइट्रिस्ट. और now to become a supervisor of psychiatry you need to have the basic life support course और वो रेगुलर आपको उसमें अपना अपडेट रखना जरूरी होता है. Although practically you hardly use those skills, लेकिन these things are important के basic जो आपकी not becoming an expert but basic know how of clinical examination. क्योंकि आप सिर्फ साइकाइट्री, आप एक पेशेंट को एज अ होल जब देख रहे होते हैं तो इट्स नॉट कि आप सिर्फ साइकाइट्री पे ही फोकस करते हो. अगर पेशेंट को साथ में कोई फिजिकल एलिमेंट भी है, अगर आपको फिजिकल उसके साइन सिम्टम्स नहीं पता, सो यू माइट विल मिस विल्सन्स डिजीज, यू माइट विल मिस कुशिंग सिंड्रोम. सो बेसिक जो आपकी मेडिकल फील्ड की नॉलेज होती है दैट इज नीडेड एंड यू नीड टू कोरिलेट इट एंड इन्वॉल्व अदर स्पेशलिटीज व्हेन एंड वेयर इट्स नीडेड. So otherwise अगर आप सिर्फ साइकाइट्री पे ही फोकस रखेंगे, so you may would miss a brain tumor with which the patient may be presenting to you with psychiatric symptoms. लेकिन अगर आपने उसका फिजिकल एग्जामिन ही नहीं किया या आपको उसकी गेट में या आपको उसकी जो फोकल साइंस नजर आ रहे हैं, if you don't have that knowledge to see the person as a whole, you will not be doing justice to your field. So I think a regular sort of update of basic clinical skills, updating yourself, or especially in linked to how psychiatric illnesses and physical illness combine, so that is important. और साथ में लेकिन जो basic life support के skills होते हैं या resuscitation techniques होती हैं, so they are mandatory all around the world कि आप you need to sort of improve your skills as you go along. Doesn't matter आप चाहे senior registrar हैं, चाहे आप consultant हैं, चाहे professor हैं. And that's the same in Pakistan as well. So for CPSP as well, to become a supervisor, basic life support के course और advanced life trauma support courses वगैरह करने जरूरी होते हैं.
Thank you, ma'am. Anybody from the participants, if you have any question, you can raise your hand.
I think we can go on and on, but since we took permission for just 60 minutes, we should wind up here. And we'll definitely have another meeting with Dr. Nazish whenever she is available. Thank you so much, ma'am, for taking time for us. It was our immense pleasure having you.
No, thank you so much. And I look forward to further interaction with all of you. And we are willing to help you, support you in any way you can. You can always approach any of us in department or by any means. So it's really wonderful to be part of this initiative, and all the best to all your team.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you once again for joining us.
Most welcome. Take care.
Thank you for all joining.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.